And welcome back to the Crypto Hulk Show. We have a last-minute show. I didn't have time to prep. Nope, I had some articles, and I had a lot of $500 member calls today. People are starting to want to know, hey, Crypto Hulk, let me sell off these two and get that, and there's a whole lot of that. People are starting to get all ready. I'm going to tell you what, there is a big article. I'm going to go over it tomorrow morning. Mañana. Let's see here. Oh man. The DTCC. Fuck it. Let's go over it right now. I was going to save this for tomorrow morning, but let's have dessert before we have dinner. My name's Crypto Hulk. I'm not a financial advisor. Not a crypto advisor, none of the above. I don't know anything about crypto. Hello. I don't know anything about financial advice. Don't listen to a word I say. I'm just a straight up, I snort 500 lines of cocaine a day. Hey, Stephen Morris, did you hear that? I bet you can't outdo me. I snort 500 lines of cocaine. I inject a pound of heroin per day. At lunchtime, need to snort about 3 ounces of methamphetamine. And then in the evening, to kind of calm me down, I'll smoke about 5 ounces of opium. So that's my daily thing right there. Let me get into this article here. Hit the like, but rookie numbers. There he is. Oh my God. It don't matter. I can smoke 500. I could snort 500 lines of cocaine, and this dude's gonna be like rookie numbers. Really? Come on, man. Should be like, I'm proud of you, Hulk. Only 500. Oh my gosh, dude. Okay. Today's a good day. Everybody, I want you to look at this right here. I'm going to do a copy and a paste. This is a totally random show. I got an open show, and that's faux show. Everybody, I'm telling you what. I think I got a little secret. Crypto Hulk's got a little secret for you. It's very possible that this Clarities Act is coming sooner than we thought. Just thought I'd let you know. I'm not trying to be too hypey, but I'm going to show you this article here. And I'm telling you what. Okay. I already started. Some of you might, if you don't got your shit together with your crypto, you need to get your shit together like right away. The DTC is going to begin. Wait, hold on a second. It's getting kind of hot in her. The DTC is going to begin tokenize. I'm almost ready. Hold on. I'm almost ready to cry or get a stiffy. Okay. I don't know which. Maybe both at the same time. That'll be something else. Good old, I heard today, Woodrow Wilson. The DTC is going to begin tokenized asset rollout in July. 2 months? 2 months. See, what was happening is Swift was going to come out with a partial ISO 20022. They did that already. Now, the full rollout of Swift is going to be like around October-ish. Now, the DTCC also came out with a partial tokenization, but they were going to do the full rollout in October, like with Swift. Guess what, everybody? It's now July, August, September, 3 months early. Maybe it was even November. Maybe it was supposed to be November. Let's read the article. Yeah, October it was. Okay. They're speeding this up. Let's see what's going on. But I'm very proud to see this. This is what I look at, macro kind of shit going on. It doesn't get any more macro than the DTCC. This is the biggest of the big in the entire planet. Now they're going to do this ahead of time. Everybody, this is a very good sign because they always push it back and this has already been pushed back, I'm sure. The DTC Canton partner. We're going to be talking about the Canton network after this. Trust and believe. They're going to begin tokenized asset rollout in July ahead of a full launch as it gets feedback from BlackRock, Circle, and others. What did I tell you? What did I tell you when I started that $500 clip thing? I said, you know what? They're going to speed this shit up. You're going to have all these banks doing all this shit, and they're not going to give a fuck if we got regs or not. They're going to demand these fucking Democrats vote for this shit and get it done. This is what we're seeing right here. You got BlackRock. That's the biggest investment company in the entire world. Duh. BlackRock's putting pressure on the people, man. They're saying, let's get this I heard, let's get this party started, right? Let's get this party started quickly. Play that beat. The Depository Trust and Clearing Corporation said it would facilitate, everybody, initial limited production trades of real world assets. Everybody, they're launching crypto. I'll translate this fucking shit. They're launching crypto in like a test kind of mode before the 100% launch, everybody. Oh, man. Okay, I just creamed my pants. I'm wearing shorts, actually. Interest in tokenization has surged as financial firms, oh my God, explore bringing traditional assets on chain. Oh, yeah, buddy. Home run. A shift that could enable 24/7 trading and faster settlement. Oh my God, everybody, they're rolling it out. Oh man. I'm almost ready to start singing patriotic songs, or I don't even know what I'm fucking saying. It's all the drugs. In just a few months, May, June, somewhere in July, 2 months. Let's just say 2 months. Fuck it. In 2 months, coming in hot. The Depository Trust and Clearing Corporation, Canton Network, the backbone of custody. That's why this Canton, you know what? Now it makes sense. That's why all this Canton shit's popping off. Every single day I look on the fucking news, it's Canton, right? You guys have seen it. It's not like I'm purposely looking for a Canton article. Now it makes sense. They're going to roll this shit out like in 2 months. And that's why I'm seeing all that Canton. Okay, now I got it. Makes total sense now. Because I was wondering, why the fuck for like 4 or 5 days am I seeing Canton quit? The past week, right? Just the past week alone. All this Canton. This is why. Right here. Okay, now it makes total fucking sense. Way, glory. In just a few months, the DTCC, the backbone of custody and settlement in the United States of America. Oh my God, I'm getting patriotic now. Betsy Ross. The Philadelphia 76ers. Wait a second. That's no, I'm talking about the Minutemen. Yeah, the Minutemen. Yeah, that's it. Will roll out its tokenization service as it gathers feedback from firms like BlackRock and Circle. Oh, man. It's coming, everybody. On Monday, in a statement, the DTC said it would facilitate. Oh, I'm ready to start singing, like in my alto voice. Alto. Said it would. Dog. You need to stop all that singing. Said it would facilitate initial limited production trades of real-world assets in July 2026, ahead of the service's launch in November. Now, why would they possibly be launching ahead of time, Crypto Hulk? Well, I don't have any idea. I mean, is this Clarity's Act going to pass? Of course not, Crypto Hulk. Of course not. I think it is. Everybody, all this bad negativity and all this. Hey, look, it's going to be good when crypto prices go up, but it's going to be bad because most of us are going to be priced out. Am I right? I've told that to people now in these $500. One guy last night I was talking to around 7 p.m. I said, look, man, it's going to be great when these cryptos go up, but we're priced out, dude. When you got like $3 or $4 wormhole, that shit's, I mean, it'd be nice. That's what's going to happen. I'm just letting you know. So be careful what you wish for, because what comes up is not coming down anymore. Just saying. All right. Right now, cheap crypto. I'm talking to all these brand new people in the $500 thing. They're like, man, I'm glad all this fucking shit's cheap. I said, it could just 4X right now, everything. I mean, HBAR should be at 40, 50 cents. Right now, it's like, what, 9 cents? All these brand new people are like, no, please, I don't want crypto laws right now. And the rest of us are like, please, bring it. I mean, that's how it is. So the SEC greenlit the new service late last year through a no-action letter, allowing the SEC gave the DTCC a letter allowing them to what? Begin offering participants the ability to tokenize certain highly liquid assets on a pre-approved blockchain under a 3-year authorization period. Those assets include ones on the Russell 1000, ETFs tracking major U.S. equity indices, and U.S. Treasury bills, bonds, and notes. That's how they all start, everybody. Interest in tokenization has what? Surged. It surged as financial firms explore bringing traditional financial firms explore bringing traditional assets on chain into a crypto form. Oh my God, crypto! I think something's gonna happen. A shift that could enable 24/7 trading. Oh my God, and faster settlement. However, some industry participants, like the Democrats, have urged for more regulatory safeguards. Oh God, it's always these pussified males. Over the past year, under a crypto-friendly Trump administration, got that right, the SEC has been working on an innovation exemption that could function as a regulatory sandbox. Oh, just like Hester Pierce was saying 4 years ago. No one wanted to listen to Hester Pierce, crypto mom, back then. But all of a sudden now, Hester Pierce has been talking 4 years about a sandbox. None of these motherfuckers want to listen to Hester Pierce from the SEC. Hey, Hester, what's up? The SEC has said that tokenized securities are still securities, and we need to follow securities laws. I agree. Our vision is listen to this. The guy from the Frank LaSala from the DTCC, listen to what the president of the DTCC is saying. Our vision is coming to fruition, launching our tokenization service and successfully bridging. Everybody, they have successfully bridged traditional old school finance with DeFi. That is Web3. That's what we've been waiting for all these years on Crypto Hawk channel. Can I get an amen? The president says, we believe tokenization will significantly change how markets work. Everybody, crypto will significantly change how markets work and operate. Oh, man. Bringing new levels of liquidity, transparency, and efficiency to investors. Over 50 firms. Now, we're going to read this article right after this. Over 50 firms. We're going to go over what 50 firms are those, Crypto Hulk. And then lastly, we're going to end up with Crypto Hulk. What crypto is the DTCC going to use? I bet you can't guess which one that is. Over 50 firms participated in this, and they're ready to go, everybody. They are ready to go. They're going to participate in this DTCC industry working group, and we're going to read that article next. Oh, yes, we are. Let me check some comments here, and then we're going to get straight to work. I'm telling you what. There's Farrell. I only do injections of viruses when I watch Crypto Hulk show. I will bend over only for XRP. Go Ripple. And FUYT. Robert Driscoll says, pass the sweet sauce. 46 JDMA, thank you very much, says meth breath spray. Now I never heard of that. Is that something new? Methamphetamine breath spray. You smell like Canton. I'll have to look into that. Right before the show. And the Crypto Hulk, why are you so awake? Oh, I don't know. Scratching and shit. There's a bug in my arm. I'll get it. All right. Yeah, Ripple Prime. Okay, here we go. Canton is dead like Codius. Oh, yeah, Codius is dead. These dumb bastards. Swift's going to get replaced. Ripple's going to replace Swift. Ha, 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 ha. I'm like, wow, these stupid fucking people on Twitter, they are so fucking stupid. I swear to God, they're so fucking desperate, and they all gang up together and go to the fucking Ripple convention like a bunch of jackasses. They're all supporting the government contractors. What a fucking hilarious joke. Okay, DTCC. Here we go. Here's the article, kids. Advances development of a new tokenization service. Everybody, they're getting them all in. You see what's going on? They're getting all these companies into this brand new system. Oh, man, everybody. What's going to happen to Crypto Hulk Show and all you little motherfuckers are rich? I won't have anybody to teach anymore because there won't be anything to teach. It'll be all over. And all you fucks will be rich. And no one's going to even pay any more attention to little old Crypto Hulk. It's coming. I told the guy last night, look, dude, when this thing hits, I was telling somebody today, Crypto Hulk Show's done. Like what? When Ripple hits, when XRP hits like 10, 15 bucks this year, which it very well could. I'm not trying to be hypeful. I'm just saying it's not working at $1.30. It's not going to fucking work at $4 and shit. Ripple probably has to be at least 15, 20, 100 bucks, 300. Okay. So this fucking $1.30, I'd say maybe before the end of the year, $15, $20. And if all this shit takes off, they got to sign the shit. I don't know if they're going to sign it and all that. And they play all these games. But here's my prediction, okay? If these dumb motherfuckers running shit just let this go and quit fucking slowing it down, okay, if that, then you could easily see XRP at 15 to 20 bucks. HBAR might be at $5 or some shit. I mean, you're all priced out. Everybody's priced out. We're done. Like, what the fuck am I going to do on the show? Hey, everybody, you can get HBAR for $5 for one. People are looking at me like, what the fuck's wrong with that guy? Wait, you still want me to do Crypto Hulk Show? Hey, check it out. HBAR's at $4.50. For $100, you can get 25. 25 HBAR for $100. People are looking at, why is that guy still making that crypto show? See what I'm saying? When if this thing goes like I just said, then this fucking show's over, okay? That's all there is. There's no more. What the fuck are we going to talk about? Okay. DTCC is going to facilitate initial limited. They're starting it right here, everybody. The world's biggest derivatives exchange, control of all the stock markets in the world. There's 20 locations. The DTCC has 20 locations. They clear every single fucking trade in the entire world. 3.7. Now it's probably $4 quadrillion a year. It doesn't get any bigger than this. They've got the biggest banks in the world. Everybody, they're all corralling them in like horses. They're packing all these horses and pushing them in the yard so they can all play. Run, horsies, run and play for Crypto Hulk so we can get rich. This is what's happening. They're literally showing you all these normies, all the normal people out there have no idea what's going on. They don't. They're so caught up in all this racist, dumb shit that's going around the world and shit. People calling each other names. I do that all the time. They're distracted with all the dumb shit. Price prediction shit. Dude, I don't give a fuck with this price prediction. What I give a fuck about is this right here. DTCC has 50 of the biggest global banks and investment companies. That's what the fuck my attention's on. I don't give a shit what's on the news. I don't care what's happening to who, what, when, where, and why. I don't give a fuck. I need to pay attention to what the crypto is. That's my only concern. I'm not distracted at all. Thank you. The DTCC is going to facilitate initial limited production trades of securities tokenized via DTCC. Wait, we're talking about tokenization, right? Crypto Hulk, that's what Canton does, is tokenized. Don't spill the beans. I wonder what Crypto Hulk, they're going to tokenize, right? Yeah. Well, what crypto are they going to tokenize with? We'll talk about that one later. And it won't be XDC. That's not the tokenizing one. The DTCC, the clearing corporation, the premier post-trade market infrastructure for the global financial services industry. Global financial, and that's for everybody. Everybody, this is it right here. This is the biggest money in the entire world. Everybody understand something. The biggest of the big king and queens go first. All the biggest go first, everybody. King of the hill, queen of the hill. That's how this is going. They announced progress and timelines of the delivery of the DTCC tokenization service, which is being designed with feedback and collaboration from more than 50 financial industry firms. It doesn't get any bigger than this, except this is bigger than my ego. Okay, I'll admit, this is bigger than my ego. The firms part of the DTCC industry represent traditional finance, DeFi, which is Web3 and crypto and all that shit. They got custodians here, not janitors in high schools, asset managers, brokers, trading venues, application and back office service providers, and more. Everybody, this is everybody in the whole financial world. They're getting this started right now. Oh my God, we've been waiting for this. Like we're at the end. Everybody, we're at the end. This journey, we are at the end of this journey we've been on, okay? This is it right here. There's really no bigger news than this. When you've got, this is starting to get emotional. These are the biggest organizations in the world, everybody. Banks, financial institutions, custodians, fintech, they're coming together like a We Are the World moment in the 1980s, okay? Everybody sing, We Are the World. Fuck that song. Firms participating in the DTCC industry include, here we go, Alpaca, Anchorage Digital, Apex Clearing Corporation, Backpack, Bank of America, Beta NXT, BitGo, Bank and Trust, NA, Bitwave, BlackRock, BNP Paribas, Broadridge, Charles Schwab, Circle, Citadel Securities, Citibank, Digital Asset, in parentheses, creators of the Canton coin. That's my baby. Drive Wealth, DRW, EDX Markets, LLC. Fireblocks, that's a Canton, that's the Caleb Brown connection. FIS, the world's biggest payment aggregator. Also Ripple partner, almost everybody here is. FiTech, Franklin Templeton, running on Stellar. Goldman Sachs, Hilltop Securities Inc., HSBC, Interchange Clearing, Investco, Jefferies, JP Morgan, Lloyd's Bank, Merex, Mire Asset Securities, Morgan Stanley, NASDAQ, that's a R3 partner, NYSE Group, Ondo Finance, that's an Axelar Ripple partner, Payward, parent company of global platform Kraken, Principal Bank, Raymond James, RBC, the Canadians, that's RiseNet also, that Rise token is a partner of the Canadian government, Ripple Prime. Oh, that's your awakening right there. Ripple Prime. Oh man, Crypto Hulk. It's all going down. Robinhood Markets, RQD Clearing LLC, SEI, State Street, StoneX, Talos, TD Securities, USA LLC, Tel Aviv Stock Exchange. Mentioned Ripple Israel, 2013, everybody. Just thought I put that out there. Not a big deal. No other channel knows this. Fucking shame. Trade Station Securities, Inc., TradeWeb, UBS, Velocity Clearing, LLC, Virtu Financial, Vision Financial Markets, and Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo that just announced they're coming out with Web3, wallets, crypto trading, purchase, everything. Wells Fargo just announced that. That's the 50 right there, folks. The nifty 50. They are going to launch the tokenization service and successfully bring traditional finance, that's old school shit, and DeFi, which is all this NFT and everything you can imagine crypto, everybody. We believe tokenization will significantly change. Oh, it will, everybody. It's a whole new world. Don't start singing that song. A whole new world. It's going to change how markets work and operate. Oh, man. DTCC plans to facilitate, everybody, the initial limited production trades of real-world assets. They're going to, get it going. Like the wheels on the bus go round and round. That's going to start just like that, okay? Nice and easy. They're going to get things going, get it running, and start adding more and more and more. Oh, man, here it comes. They're starting right now. Trades of the DTCC crypto service, July 2026, and then plans to launch the service in October 2026. DTCC will continue collaborating with the DTCC industry to find the best practices. Oh my God. DTCC's tokenization service will do what? Enable the tokenization. All the people that don't believe in crypto, you're so fucked. It's going to enable the tokenization. That means when you take real world objects and put them into a crypto form, that's called tokenization. All the people out there, you're gonna be like the brokies, okay? All the people that don't believe in this shit, they never bought any crypto. Wow, you man, you are so fucked. I'm not trying to be mean. You need to seriously you need to get some help. Either get a Crypto Hulk membership or learn really the fuck quick. You need to take all my 6 years and put it into 1 to 2 months. Okay, that's what you need to do. That ain't gonna work. They're gonna take real world assets and put them into crypto. DTCC custodied assets that provide the same entitlements. This crypto, everybody, brand new people, I'm speaking to you, brand new people who don't know what the fuck I'm saying. The DTCC basically sets policies for all the stock markets and trading of everything around the world. They're telling us that all these old school stocks will become crypto. I know all these years you were taught crypto is bad, and okay, you got fucked. You were taking the fuck job and not getting paid, all right? So, congratulations, but this is what's happening, and that's the end of the first article. Pretty amazing stuff. Let me check comments here. This is some of the biggest news I've seen, ever, Actually, yeah. Alrighty then. Print the money. Where are we at? 30 minutes? That's good timing, right on. I didn't know that. I just did it by accident. Brian Edwards says, I know so many people that have no clue. Yep. Chris Sharpie, all the people I tried to help better just stay on their side of the street and don't ask me for shit. I heard that, Chris. I agree. I'm not giving nobody a fucking thing. I have had a channel for 6 years. About 99% of my shows are free. That's my charity work. Nobody wanted to watch it. No one wanted to listen. No one wanted to listen to me for 6 years. Now I'm going to flip it. When I get rich, I'm not listening to anybody. That's how I'm going to do the same thing you are. You might be watching this now and be like, damn, I never wanted to listen to that guy's shows. Crypto Hulk shows are like an hour long. Well, now I don't want to listen to you. I'll be rich, fucking filthy, disgustingly rich. I don't want to listen to you. You don't want to listen to me. I don't want to listen to you. Go fuck yourself. I don't even know who the fuck you are. My name's Crypto Hulk. We never went to high school. People are trying to pull that shit. I went to high school with you. I did this. We were in the military together. Man, go fuck yourself, all right? Now, once you're trying to watch all my shows, now I'm supposed to listen to you beg for some fucking money. Go fuck off, man. Brian says Zebek Canton. Okay. This is all getting set up right here. Remember, Hulk, we were reamping Girls Gone Wild. Okay, here's the article. The DTCC. What do we got here? I'm going to cherry pick this. Tokenization and titles retained. So basically, the token is the same thing as the crypto, okay? That's what's happening here. The DTCC's startup founders, Nadine Chakkar, they took Securrency. Let me just see here. They got Digital Asset Solutions. In March 2026, they launched DTCC, Digital Asset Solutions, dedicated to tokenizing the custody's assets, integrated digital assets. Wow, this is big. This is, yeah. Earlier, they did blockchain work with R3 Quarter with Project Ion as a settlement mechanism. And that's for payments, TradeFi payments, traditional finance payments. I'm just picking out the last bit here. Partnership with U.S. Treasuries. Oh, what? Custody U.S. Treasuries on Canton. So, yeah, the DTC, Digital Asset Holdings, partnership, custody Treasury on the Canton DTCC. It's an interoperable network. Euroclear is involved. This is all the biggest of the big, everybody. This is nothing gets bigger than this. Not even Crypto Hulk's ego. It lists the 50 banks and all these investment companies. Additional integrations. Composer X. They have this platform called Composer X. They're involved in this. We've gone over it already. May 4th, they announced the timeline. So they're starting it pretty much in 2 months, and they're going to let it rip in October, everybody. They're starting it right now, and it's going to rip in October. They're getting all these, the 50 of the biggest of the big all hooked up first. Remember, you get first mover advantage. Okay. Now, let's go here. Now, let's go over Canton and XDC. Now, Canton executes a differentiated digital asset treasury strategy with active participation in the Canton network, layer 1 blockchain. They launched a $545 million private placement. That's when Tharimmune comes in to be a super validator. And they are going to take this thing's going to go. It rebranded to CNTN. So now this whole Canton network thing that's crypto is now public. CNTN. The company Tharimmune chain that bought 545 million Canton coin dollars worth. It's on the stock market as CNTN. So you have crypto that is legitimately a company, a real company on a stock market. That makes it 100% legit. The strategy aims to drive shareholder value through Canton coin acquisition, validator rewards, ecosystem, and all that. Now, what I wanted you to notice here is let's go over the people that started Canton Coin, and then we're going to look at the people that started XDC. The people that started Canton Coin, listen to where they came from, like the biggest organizations. And then when you listen to who made XDC, it's like a bunch of nobodies, okay? So let's read here. Mark Wendland, chairman and CEO of Canton Coin. He used to work at DRW, a global trading firm. That's one of the firms at the DTCC. DRW is in that 50 group list. That's pretty big. He was global head of treasury. He previously led United States operations at Citadel, another massive investment company right there. Angela Radowski, she came from DRW as well. Mark Toomey, he came from Liberty City Ventures. Now, the board of directors for Canton, who are these people? Ex-Commodity Future Trading Commissioner, Jill Summers. Commodity Future Trading Commission, 2 terms there. She'd made 2 terms at the CFTC, Jill Summers. She worked as chair of derivatives practice at Potomac Global Partners, policy director and head of government affairs at the International Swaps and Division Administration. This is so fucking huge. Like, they're running the CFTC, the ISDA, which Ripple's a part of, and all that. This is who are the people that are advising Canton. But we're going to listen to the XDC people after this, and you'll be like, what? That's it? I'm telling you, it's a nothing burger over there at XDC. You got William Wiley. He used to work for DRW as the chief operating officer. Vincent LaPriore. He has 30 years working at like Oppenheimer Funds, Legg Mason, etc. Gary Stetz. He was founder of Allegiance Community Bank. He also worked at the BCB Bank Corp. I can't talk about that. Somebody destroyed my last channel when I talked about a particular you-know-what. So I can't talk about that. Clay Cowler. NASDAQ. He worked at Velocity Mobile, which Capital One owns Velocity Mobile. Suresh Apajusala, he's the ex-CEO of Thar Immune. Oh, wow. Thar Immune's the company that spent $545 million buying Canton Coin. Now, let's go with the XDC group. I mean, there's just mad companies involved with Canton Coin. XDC Foundation. Let's talk about the people who made XDC, and if they have people that advise them. You got Atul Kekad. He is the director at XDC, and he worked at Zinfin, which is a Chinese company, and that's all we got. We got Ritesh Kakad. He's the co-founder. He is a serial entrepreneur. And that's what we got about him. Okay. 2 strikes. Karen Bardwaj. She's the co-founder, and she contributed to the foundation. Okay. Strike 3. Billy Sabel, executive director. Where'd he work? Doesn't say. Okay. Sounds about right. Sunil Sanapti is the chief CEO, and no work history there. Alrighty. Got it. Probably straight out of college. Andre Casterman. He's the advisor in market engagement, and he, I think, had some kind of connection with Dubai with Ripple and McKinsey. Not quite sure what that's about. Okay. Strike 7. Key regional leads, some LATAM people. Okay, that's nothing burger there. Okay, well, nobody. Now we got Quincy Jones. That Quincy Jones guy. He's involved with the XDC project. I will leave it at that. And there's no advisors that I'm seeing here. Okay. So, yeah, there you have it. So now I just compared who's on the Canton project and who's on the XDC project. All right, got it. Now, these are all the partners, the main partners working on Canton. Then we're going to look at who are all the main partners working at XDC. Here's Canton, digital asset. They got BitGo Bank, I think it's working with both XDC and Canton, and you have something called Trust. Then you have a company called Copper. These are all Canton networks. Copper, which is massive, and they got ClearLoop integration. You got DRW, Super Validators are working with Canton. Then you got the DTCC indirectly, BNY Mellon, Goldman Sachs, HSBC, Euroclear, Broadridge, Societe Generale, Franklin Templeton, 21 shares. Layer 0. A shit ton of investment institutions: Citadel, TradeWeb, BNP Paribas, Virtue Financial, LCG, Archax, Ripple Partner, Treasury Spring, Paxos, Circle, Microsoft, iCapital, NASDAQ, S&P Global, QCP, Liberty City Ventures. Now let's look at XDC. Let's see who's working with them. Okay, here they are for XDC. Plug and Play. What? Okay, Circle, BitGo, Deutsche Telekom phone company, SBI Group, so it's a Japanese bank group. R3's working with them. And XDC DAO. And that's it. Cryptoholic, did you read the people that were helping? I just read it, dude. There's like nobody there. All right, nobody's there. Just that's a grok search. I'm not making shit up. It's not. There's nothing there. It's a nothing burger. Don't get all butthurt if you love this crypto. Just, it's a small crypto is what it is. It's very small. It has a very specific purpose. Okay, here's XDC right here. All right, this one is their very complete list. Circle, Plug and Play, BitGo Trust, SBI Japan, Singapore IMDA, Deutsche Telekom, Contour Network, Utila, Elliptic, Zand, Marundi Group, Art3 Corda, Anchor, Securitize, and Archax. So Ripple, Canton's got that too. Trade Tech, Vert, InvestaX, Tenity. Okay. Others, that's pretty much their partners right there. So, all right. Let me look. So these are they're kind of similar. The XDC Foundation is a community-driven, nonprofit organization. Well, they're a business that's not trying to make money. Think about this. The XDC Foundation, the ones that are involved with XDC crypto, they are a community-driven, okay, nonprofit organization. Really? Okay, I want to invest in a for-profit. This is a non-profit organization. Are you hearing me? Just thought I'd let you know. It's headquartered out of the Grand Cayman. Georgetown, why do you think they're in the Cayman Islands hiding who owns them, maybe? Or, you know who started XDC is Zinfin, and that's Chinese government. Just thought I'd put that out there for you. Now let's look at Canton. Executes. Let's see if it says anything about Canton. Canton is a layer 1 blockchain developed by Digital Asset for institutional finance. So what XDC does is it's trade finance. This is institution finance with real world asset tokenization. Remember, we just got done reading that whole DTCC thing about tokenization. That's what Canton does. Not XDC. So real world asset tokenization and atomic settlement. That's their main core of their job. Let me see how much time we got here. Oh, we got loads of time. Let me check the comments real quick. One last article. Let's see. Community Burrito Joe says community driven. That's cute. Community, and it's a nonprofit. Look, I'm about trying to make millions. I'm not trying to get involved in a nonprofit for real. Come on now. How many of you want to get rich, right? You want to get rich. Then why the fuck are you investing in a nonprofit? I don't know. Just thought I'd put that out there. No wonder. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to say anything condescending. Like we read this morning, I was talking to a guy on the phone, $500 member. I'm like, look, Canton burns up 90% of their fees, okay? XDC, no, Canton burns up 100% of their fees. Now, all that extra fluff gets burned up. In XDC, they only burn up 20%. Then they give the rest of all those coins to all their fat pig $10 million and up whales. Then those whales, when you buy the crypto, they dump on you. That's what these whales do, okay? That's what XDC is. We read it this morning. Go watch this morning's video, and I break it down for you pretty good. Okay, I read it right out of Grok, what happens. It's not my opinion. It's just fact. So just you have to accept that fact. They only burn up 20%, and then they redistribute it like 47% to the developers, 20%. They give it to the fat pigs, and they dump it on you. I'm just saying that's how it works, all right? All righty then. Don't get your feelings hurt. Copy and then a paste right there. Here's the last article here. Watch what we got going on here, kids. Price doesn't matter. Okay, Indonesia, China. Now, something I've been telling you for 3 years now. Ripple Indonesia, Ripple China. These other channels have no fucking clue. Let's look at this. How is all the Crypto Hulk people answer the question? Answer my question. How does Indonesia and China, how does Indonesia and China launch cross-border QRIS payments to boost regional financial cooperation? Well, let's start off first. How does Indonesia and China do this? Let's start off first with Ripple China. Big Mike. Do you think Ripple locked the tokens back up after the recent release because there was nobody to buy them? I love XRP and your channel. I don't know what they do. What I do know is I showed you, like nobody else showed you, Mt. Gox, 2010, Jed McCaleb, one of the founders of Ripple, okay, and the architects who helped build XRP and all that shit. Jed McCaleb already was using on his platform dark pools, and he explained what dark pools were on his platform, the Mt. Gox website. I showed you guys all this about 3 weeks ago, and then I showed you like 3 years ago. Dark pools is how Ripple buys and sells their crypto they don't want us to see. So if they want to keep the price down, so Ripple will sell crypto that you can't see at a certain special price. And then when these companies, when we get the price up, then they sell off and dump it back down. That's how it works. They've got private ledgers and all these things, okay? This has been going on from day one. Now, I can show, let's look here at Ripple China. So let's start. I've got right here, Ripple China. Let's do a copy and a paste. So if we look here, go to the 33-second mark. 33-second mark. What do you see? That's Ripple China. What you're looking at is the Ripple customer list from 2013-14. Now go to the 35-second mark. 35-second mark. What do we got here? Well, it shows Ripple China Crypto Hulk. It shows the CNY. What's the date, everybody? 2013, November. Ripple already made China's currency. That's why China and Indonesia can have this interoperable platform, because they're using the XRP ledger. Now, let's go up to the 46-second mark. 46-second mark. Now I'm going to show you how Ripple, this is just one example. I'm not here to prove right this second how Ripple sells XRP for cheap. Ripple sells it for cheap to these banks. You go buy Ripple, and then these banks dump your price. That's what's happening. Okay, they're making money off you. Now, 46-second mark. What do we see? Ripple Chinese community, Ripple tutorial, China's best Ripple, whatever. But if you look here, let me, you see something called Ripple dividend. Ripple dividend, IOU, and market maker. This is how Ripple was doing this stuff. Look right here at the 58-second mark. 58-second mark. You know how what I did 3 years ago was found out there was something called the XMM. What is that? That's Ripple's automated market maker. It goes all the way back to 2014. I was telling you back in 2023 that Ripple is going to announce an automated market maker, because this is right here, the XMM. It's like a beta test, experimental project, okay? They're talking about IOUs, Right at the top, making profits through market making. This is how Ripple would incentivize and give away crypto and shit like that to these companies, all right? This is just one of the ways. I've got many other pages that show giveaways that Ripple had, incentives, all these kinds of things. You can distribute dividends to your IOU holders. That's how Ripple did. When they distribute the dividend, they're giving away XRPs. You get it? They're giving away XRPs to their certain partners for free. While you and me are paying for it, we get the price up. They give it to their partners sell it, dump the price, then we buy more, and then they dump the price. That's how this shit works. The reason, now if you look here at the 1 minute, 19 second mark, 1 minute, 19 second mark, you'll see 10 cent. 10 cents involved in that's a Chinese government. That's one of the biggest. That's 10 pay. 10 cent is 10 pay. That's a Chinese government. Alipay, Alibaba, they were all mixed up in this shit right here. No other channel on the internet has this, just Crypto Hulk. Ripple dividend strictly adheres to a 100% reserve system and does not engage in any final business. All Ripple dividend account holders are published on the Ripple page. That's what Ripple did. They paid dividends of XRP. That means they gave it away or gave, let's say, incentivized. Let's say you moved 1 million XRP. They're going to give you 100,000. Okay. So the answer to the question, does Ripple sell at different prices? Of course, I'm showing you evidence of it right here. That's how they did their whole business, giving it away or incentivizing. Then if you look here at 1 minute, 38 second, you have the Ripple Singapore gold and silver in your wallet. So Ripple already had a wallet back in 2013. When did Ripple announce they have a wallet lately? About 2 weeks ago. I reported on that. Ripple announces they now have a wallet for wholesale. Well, they already had it. It's 13 years old. So there's that. Lastly, let's look at Ripple Indonesia. Right there. Ripple Indonesia. Let's go. Okay, let's go to the 20-second mark. 20-second mark. Where we see right here, Ripple Indonesia 2015 copyright 2015. Ripple Solusi, that's SOLUSI Technology, TEKNOLOGI. This right here. So now I just showed you the evidence of all the Ripple and the incentivizing and all that shit. Here's the title again. Indonesia and China launch a cross-border QRS payment system. How do you think they did that? I just showed you the evidence. Ripple China, Ripple Indonesia. That's how they did it. Today's news. Well, it's May 1st, 2026. Indonesia and China have launched a what? Cross-border QR interoperability, marking a significant milestone in deepening financial cooperation and accelerating digital payment integration. I'm not going to read the article. This is all Ripple right here. I just showed you the evidence. No other channel can touch the evidence that we got here. Congratulations, people. Now, if we deep dive the article, how much time do we got? Okay, I got 2 minutes. Plenty of time. We got that article. Let me show you the most important part. If you look at the banks involved, you've got 16 banks. Bank Mandiri, BRI, Bank Sinaras, okay, GoPay is involved, Dana, Shopee Pay, okay, there's a bunch of these banks. I asked Grok, out of all those banks, let's see if it shows up. How many are Ripple partners? Let's look here. Okay, here's all the partners that were involved. CIMB Niaja, okay, the CIMB group, they are a direct Ripple partner. Next, Tranglo. Tranglo's involved with GoPay. We read that in there. Dana, we read that. Shopee Pay, we read that. How do those three, these not really banks, they're more payment places. They are Tranglo partners. Ripple owns half of Tranglo. BRI and BCA are also under Tranglo's partnership. That's Tranglo is halfway owned by Ripple. So this is all Ripple shit right there. GoPay. GoPay is a Ripple partner. So basically all of those banks that are in this article, I don't know if the article will show the banks, but all these banks and all that stuff, they're all Ripple partners. And I showed you all the direct connections. Now, here is, you're going to like this. I got the Ripple China timeline. Nobody else has this except me. Watch. This is cool. Watch this right here. We got Ripple China timeline. If you look up in the right corner, this is Wayback Machine. You got October 9th, 2014. What does it say right there? Ripple China timeline. June 27, 2013, the Ripple China Trading Center was launched. The Ripple China Trading Center was launched 2013. Users can recharge their accounts through Alipay, which is Alibaba, and TenPay, which is Tencent. Everybody, this is the only channel that shows you that Ripple was working with the Chinese Alibaba and TenPay and Tencent 13 years ago. Everybody, this is already done. These people that go to these Ripple concerts and stuff, it's sad. Ripple is putting up a front. They've already done all this shit with China. It's all done, everybody. They're making it look like, oh, we just came up with the automated market maker. They've had that shit for like 13 years. Oh, we just came out with wallets. No, you didn't. You had wallets now for the past 12 years, Ripple. Ripple, it's totally fake, you guys. It's ridiculous. I've shown you all the evidence. This whole Ripple thing, they're pretending to come up with shit when they do. How the hell am I supposed to tell you about Ripple Singapore with the wallet, and then they come out with that shit now? I was showing you that's a 2014 wallet. Ripple's had all this stuff for 12 years. I've shown you all the evidence. And Ripple still, they have this Ripple swell, and then Ripple this. Dude, that shit is so fucking fake. This whole thing is, man. I have facts to back up what I say. It's not my opinion. That's why my channel is the authority, because the evidence, there's no other channel that has this evidence. You guys are in a very good position, very lucky to have this channel. Schwartz is full of shit. We're going to go over this article here. Okay, we're going to go over the article right here. David Schwartz, he's like a government hack. He's been his whole career. He's only worked for the NSA and all this shit. This guy is like the biggest government hack. What does Schwartz say? David Schwartz says, don't invest in Ripple. Don't invest in Ripple. This is what David Schwartz is telling people. What do you think about that? But I just got my picture with David Schwartz. No, David Schwartz, you can't say that. I just got my picture with you. Oh, my gosh. David Schwartz, the co-founder of the XRP Ledger, just broadcasted his personal view that people should not invest in Ripple. And David Schwartz is quoted, if you want direct exposure to Ripple's success, you can buy Ripple stock on the secondary market. If you're rich, you got to qualify, but you got to be rich. He says this, listen, if you want access to Ripple, you can buy it on the secondary market. You got to be an accredited investor. Here's what he says, but you probably shouldn't. You should not, is what he said. You can buy it if you want as an accredited investor, but you should not. That's what he's saying. He was responding to members of the crypto community who requested, let us have access to Ripple stock. So that Ripple has never conducted an initial public offering, and there's no public stock price on which to base evaluation. So Ripple has this pre-IPO stock stuff. It's not even like real stock, okay? Ripple has never conducted an IPO. There's no public stock price on which to base an evaluation. So I know they're selling this Ripple stock shit, but there's no public stock price on which to base an evaluation. And XRP, what they're talking about is not an investment in Ripple for brand new people. All right. Look, I'm telling you what, Ripple is the government, all right? They're never going to become a bank. I told you, I would never buy Ripple stock because Ripple's going to disappear, okay? All the people that bought that shit, they are so fucked because what's going to happen, anything that's important about Ripple, okay, let's say Ripple does become a bank, they're going to take away all the proprietary information. Ripple will be just like any other bank. Ripple's not going to ever become a bank because it's a government agency. The Treasury is going to take it over, and then boom, it's gone. And guess what happened to all your stock? Everybody that bought Ripple stock, you're so fucked. I've been saying that shit for like 5 years, okay? You'll see. Because I know, I've already shown the evidence, right? Ripple's not a company. You can't buy stock in the United States government, okay? That's what Ripple is, the United States government. This whole thing with Ripple would just whoosh, disappear, okay? And if, by any chance, Ripple becomes a bank, which it won't, the government's taking all the good, important shit. It'll just be like any other bank, and it won't be a big deal. So there you have it. Maybe Schwartz and Garlinghouse are being negative because they know after clarity, we won't be able to hold their toe. You know what's so funny is all these people, this is so sad, but I've been telling people, but all these people going to this Ripple conference shit, look, Ripple's not for retail, dummy, okay? Why the fuck are you going, I want to get pictures, I want to dude, that's so fucking, you're going to look back. The government is going to take all your XRP shit. That's how this thing ends up in the end. I've been only telling you this for like 6 years. Not a big deal. That's why I never overbought XRP. You guys know that one of the digital dildos, what's that guy's name again? We'll mention his name. Well, I'm not a financial advisor. This guy admitted that he had no other crypto except XRP. And all the brainless people are going to copycat him. And the government's going to take all the XRP. I already told you already. Just like with the gold. They're going to take all the XRP shit. I already know it in advance. That's why I don't have much XRP. When some people find out how much XRP I got, like, that's all you got? Like, yeah, the government's going to take that shit. Probably all the ISOs as well. I don't know about that. I don't think so. But definitely the XRP, anything that's considered a currency, oh, yeah, the government's taking it. But probably just I don't think they're going to take Stellar. I don't think it's worth that much. But they might, but I doubt it. The XRP, I think, will definitely be taken. You guys won't be having it. That's why I didn't overload on the XRP. I don't got much. I always just wondered, what if, just like with gold, our government took the gold, right? Because gold backed the money. The government is going to take Ripple Labs US dollar, and it's going to be backed with XRP. So think of the RLUSD as the new United States dollar, right? Okay, I'm just getting you prepared. The Ripple Labs, the RLUSD, will become the US dollar. And what will back that? XRP. Now think, 1933, we had the US dollar. What backed that? Gold. What is XRP? Digital gold. They're taking the XRP. Just letting you know, okay? So don't be scared. Cryptoholics been telling you for 6 years now that same fucking story. And that's why I only bought for 3 months, March, April, and May of 2020. And I got all my XRP and that's it. I didn't buy no more. These stupid jackasses on these other channels, they're buying. Well, I'm backing the truck up. I'm like, that is so fucking stupid. They're going to take the XRP anyway. More than likely, they're going to fucking take it. And if they don't, they're going to have a certain platform and you can't bring any outside XRP into that platform. They won't allow it. So if they don't take it from you, they just won't let you use it on their special platform because you can't get that crypto off of wherever it's at and put it in there. It'll be banned. They'll ban all the extra shit. That's how they do it. I'm not happy about it, but I've worked with criminals my whole career and our government's criminal. So that's how I see them doing it. All right. Not that I'm not happy about it, but I know what they do. They've already shown it. Gold used to back the dollar. What they do, take our gold. XRP is going to back the new Ripple Labs dollar. They're going to take the XRP. Just saying. It acts the same way. They're going to back it and they're going to take it. So we have a mixed bag. That's why I've been getting Canton and these other ones. I haven't loaded out. I haven't bought any XRP since July of 2020. So, because I already know they're going to probably take it. My name's Crypto Hulk, and I am out of here.